Developing tonight at 5, the CDC issues a new eviction moratorium. In just the last hour, the CDC extended that moratorium through October 3rd. The old deadline ended over the weekend. Now, in Colorado, nonprofits are trying to help people afford rent, say they need more time and that the money is there, so there shouldn't be that deadline. Sean Chinnis joins us live tonight with more on what they say a ban on evictions can end.
Well, Karen, we know that it's expected with this new moratorium that is coming from the CDC that there will be some limits, and it's going to focus on areas where there is high transmission of COVID-19. That will still cover much of the country, and we know parts of Colorado will certainly meet that standard. But those who have been working to fight evictions for some time now, really several months here in Colorado, say we need to see an overall improvement in the economic situation before evictions go away. Days after the national eviction moratorium ended, the outlook for people staying in their homes has some worried.
We're in a pretty tight spot.
One estimate says around 20% of Coloradans are unsure they can make rent.
Just because the moratorium ended, it wasn't tied to any specific indicators on housing stability.
Supporters say an eviction ban shouldn't be based on a time limit. It should look at factors showing the situation is improving, the amount of money left to help pay for rent, the current unemployment rate, and the number of COVID-19 cases.
Instead of figuring out how quickly we can crash the plane, it's how smoothly can we land it? How can we do that? By tying it to actual indicators.
The Neighborhood Development Collaborative is a group of nonprofits working to help people with housing. It says Colorado has more than $400 million to help renters and landlords, and around $200 million is still available.
There are lots of funds. We just need time to get them into people's hands.
And more than 15 months into the pandemic, some people are still struggling to complete their applications. In some cases, trying to get their landlord to sign on, or they don't even know they're eligible to apply.
It's not clear that everyone is actually aware of all the resources out there. You can't just, build it and assume they'll come. So late last week, before this new announcement by the federal government, there was an effort here in Colorado by the governor to try and help, at least temporarily. He offered an executive order that would allow people to get a little more time while they are applying and trying to get that money, and it encouraged landlords to wait on evictions while that money was being processed. Live tonight in Denver, Sean Chinnis covering Colorado First.
Sean, thank you. Now to Aurora, where